So, do I have it or do I not have it? We're going to talk about if I got COVID or not. I will find out tomorrow. Um, I had a sore throat maybe 2 weeks ago, and I really get sick. I get sick like once or twice a year. And then some people I know, I just found out had COVID, and some of my family members were around them, and my niece has COVID. She's a baby, but still, that means my mother and sister are around it, and I'm wondering, do I have it? Well, today is Saturday, the 28th, Mom's birthday. So Wednesday, I noticed I had a sore throat, and I know what usually comes with my sore throats the next day. I could tell you if I'm gonna get the sniffles. I could tell you if I'm gonna get the coughs, and I could tell you normally how long they last. But Wednesday, I got a sore throat, and I took a lot of cough drops, a lot of supplements, and drank coffee all day. I felt better Thursday. Thursday, I go to jiu-jitsu practice. When I intermediate fast a lot, and by the warm-up, I was feeling weird. We were doing some backhand things, and I felt like my whole rib cage was being torn out, and my arms was burning, and I'm like, maybe I ain't drink enough water because I've been dehydrated way in the 8th grade. I'm 37 now, but I remember what it felt like being dehydrated. I'm gonna lay down. I'm on a trampoline. It's cold when I'm in the house, and it's cold when I'm out here too. But oh yeah. So I went to jiu-jitsu practice, and I noticed I was pouring sweat after the warm-ups, and I was tired, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. But I don't felt like I was gonna pass out before because the conditioning is rough. But I noticed it's like I emptied all my sweat, but I could barely open my eyes by the end of the hour, but I made it through, and I thought I was just dehydrated. I'm watching my dogs, making sure they don't got the yard. So when I got in my car, I started getting cold, and I'm like, yeah, let me go get a Powerade. Yes, sir. Come on out of there. I pray it's not no COVID. But I went to go get a Powerade. I ain't even have no energy by the time I got there to drink it. That's another thing I want to say. My muscles felt so fatigued. I was so cold in a burning hot shower. And I'm like, yeah, I'm dehydrated. So my girlfriend's like, no, you ain't dehydrated. You got that thing. And I'm like, no, man, I've been dehydrated before. So I had a headache, and I did have a fever. She said, you're burning up. And I took some cheap cold and flu medicine from Walmart. The same stuff I was taking for the day before for the sore throat. And I guess with the stuff it has in it, it took the headache away within 20 minutes. But I was cold, freezing cold. So the next day, I get up and I feel okay. But during the day, it's like I start aching a little bit more. I feel a little bit. As long as I'm moving, I'm okay. But as soon as I come home and stop, that's when it hits me. But let's see. So now I'm talking about Thursday. No, because Thursday was jiu-jitsu practice. So we're on day 3, which is that Friday, which was yesterday. And I'm on the move just to stay busy until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock it start hitting. I get a headache and I feel tired. Now, even when I'm in Subway, I can feel my legs burning, like they fatigue. But, you know, I ain't taking it serious because you can't watch the news. Because if you watch the news, you gonna get persuaded and scared. They got to come up with 1,000 people a day catching it and dying. And I know literally I can name 20 people offhand, even a pregnant woman that had a baby, that's all had it, and only 2 people died that was already sick that I personally know. So I go by fact more than I go on listen to the news. I don't listen to the news because any human that listens to that will get spooked. So I'm the type, I gotta see it to believe it. So I didn't believe that maybe I had COVID symptoms. I even got a staph, and I don't get them. But anybody would tell you anything I'm experiencing is COVID. You can get a hernia and they'll say that's COVID. You can get a hemorrhoid in your butt and they'll say that's COVID. So I don't pay attention to nothing nobody say. Well, finally today, I'm probably 79%. Mind you, I can run, walk, play around. It's just like a lingering tiredness. And usually when I get the coughs, I have a sore throat, then I get the coughs, and then I cough. And then 3 or 4 days later, it's like my throat will be hurting from coughing so much on my chest, but it's getting better. It ain't like I'm hurting. And I'm still like, I just feel like weird. And I got a headache. I ain't took no medicine yet because I don't like to put all that poison in me. I'm gonna just take it when I can't take it no more. I'm at the house. As soon as I got in the house, that's when it hit me. Just sitting down and in the air conditioning, it hit hard. And when I came in the house, I had a weird, you ever get bleach? You ever be a little kid and you have sinuses, the drippy nose, and you smell like somebody bleaching something when you smell ketchup or mustard? I had that sense for a quick second. I'm like, oh no, let me really read these COVID symptoms. And sure enough, the first sign was a trickling of the throat and a light cough, which the first the first day after the coughs, I get a light cough anyways. So tomorrow I'm supposed to take that test for free, but I'm panicking right now. I'm like, man, here we go. But I feel good. Like I said, I'm on a trampoline. I've been having chill bumps, so I'm cold, got a headache. But I can still do a backflip 2, 3, or 4 on the trampoline and off. If I did one off the trampoline, I'd be tired. But I'm still the backflip king. So it's not like I'm hurting. I'm 79%. But I've been getting ready for a competition, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym Friday. Friday came and I was weak. Today is Saturday, and it's like I ain't got no. It would burn all the energy up out of me and hurt me rather than help me. But I feel good. But we gonna see what this test end up. I see some boxing on it too, but yeah. That's the dogs on the trampoline. But yeah, I've been outside and I'm still freezing. We'll see. But everybody pray for me. And I pray it's not COVID. And pray for my family and everybody I'm around. This gonna sound bad. I'm not really worried about the kids because of their immune system. My niece has it, and she was not herself for the first day. First half of the day, and now she's Dragon Ball Z. So the kids, their immune systems are like that, man. And we have a girl going into teenage years. Her immune system is like that. It's good. I'm just worried about any of the adults I've been around. My girlfriend and some of her family. That's who I'm worried about. But yeah, that's the end of this. So everybody pray. Give comments. Negative. And if it were hypothetically positive, I just pray that it'll just stay like this, that I still can be the backflip king through the whole process. but it's negative.